That Calgary hotel that cost $6.8 million to house just 10 people, it wasn't the only one. There were 37 other sites like that across the country. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. It was a disturbing story. It came out of an order paper question in the House of Commons the other day. The government admitting that they had spent $31 million over the course of 3 years on hotels and extra ancillary costs for one hotel site, the Calgary Weston Airport. This hotel was paid a total of $26.8 million. The rest went to other suppliers, and $6.8 million of that was between April 1st and October 30th of last year. April 1st to October 30th, and in that time frame, just 10 people stayed at this hotel that was set up as a designated quarantine facility. This is different than those hotels they made everyone go to in 2021, where you had to pay your own way. This was an official government quarantine hotel facility that if you couldn't quarantine anywhere else, they put you there. They forced you in there. This is something that started in March 2020 and went until October 30th, 2022. In that time, Public Health Agency of Canada says they spent $388.7 million. They give a yearly breakdown, and it turns out about 20% of it was spent in the last fiscal year from April 1st to October 30th. 20% of that, $77.2 million, spent at a time when nobody was staying. Calgary is one of the major international airport hubs in Canada. And if it is any indication, then the hotels in the other 14 cities, there were 14 cities and 38 facilities like this in total, then the other 37 facilities in the other 14 cities were just as empty as Calgary, be it in Toronto, in Vancouver, in Montreal, in Kelowna, in Halifax, Fredericton. These places sat empty. Why? Because we weren't having a surge in COVID cases. We weren't having people needing to be quarantined. And things were changing, but the government policy was not. They continued to use it. These hotels were having 1, 2 guests, if Calgary is any example, 2 guests maximum in a month, and you booked the entire hotel and you didn't cancel, even though you could have within 30 days. You could have gone to just 1 floor, 2 floors, if you want to be super careful. But by 2022, we knew you didn't need to do that, and still they kept doing it. So $388.7 million spent on this over 3 years, 20% of that spent in the last fiscal year from April until October. All of that was wasted money. The government's answer is they were keeping Canadians safe. They were saving lives. You and I know that's not true. That is not what was happening at that time. This was bad management, as was the case in so many instances. But every time that somebody raises an issue with Trudeau's bad money management, his overspending on bad COVID policies, he just says he was there to protect Canadians. He had Canadians' backs. This isn't what that is. This is pure government waste. I want to hear what you think. Drop a comment down below, share this on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.